What is up, everybody? This your boy Vlad, coming with a quick video. So the month of October is over with. I'm gonna share with you guys my profit. Let me get that pulled up. All right. So all my trades has been verified. I have some more trades that I have to upload from November 1st. So November 1st, I'm already in the hole. So still got the rest of the month to climb out of the hole. Did a couple of stupid trades. Didn't take profit when I had. But this video is not about November yet, since November just started. It's about October. Alright, so October, starting with all my trades here. I'm going to try to keep this video under 10 minutes because I do have to meet my wife somewhere. So VIVE. This was a stock that I played prematurely. I was actually buying, So I got this new rule now. Like my rules, they're constantly updating based upon my losses. Anytime that I get a loss, I try to revamp my rules. So this, I was buying it prematurely. Should have waited to at least after the 6th day or after news had came on this stock. I was buying it, bought a small position, and I just kept scaling down to the point I just thought this thing was going to go to 1. So I just had a big loss just sitting on the table. Never took it. On this day here, when it finally popped up, I was like, I see, because I was down, I think, on this play about $300, but I just held because I know it was going to have at least one pop up. So I held. During this, no, not during that. I don't have it here. Let me see. 180 days, 5 minutes. But it was on this day, on October 1st. That's the day that I got out of it. So October 1st, it did this little thing here. As I saw it started going, then it came down. I was like, you know what? Let me just take a smaller loss because I was down like $300-400. Let me just eat this $188 loss. So I did. Had I waited, and I didn't know it was going to do this. Had I waited a little bit more, actually, how's this thing? I think it was this day, whatever day it was. Had I waited a little bit more, the stock, I would have broken even and possibly got a little profit, but I wanted to play that safe. SES. This was really good. I bought it off of its lows before SES actually popped. So I was buying this one, SES, around $1.76. Held it for a couple of days. Finally, it had a pop with no news. Because I saw, I think, on, it was either this day here, it made a low of 150. So I normally try to buy the stocks when they make their lows. And I held it and had a little pop on one of these days, and I sold it. Had I, didn't know it was going to do this, had I known, then obviously it would have been a lot more profit. But $443 is a decent profit. I'm not even complaining. So that was a reverse split, no news. I was anticipating earnings, so that's what I was while I was buying it. Then we have NNVC. This one made a low again. NVC made a low of this right here, and I just started buying the next day and just held. Started selling in the twos. Didn't know, low twos. Didn't know it was gonna ramp all the way close to 3, but took decent profits on this. I think this was part of my position that I got out. Should have been another one associated with it, because I took some off. Then where is it at? And I sold some later. Yeah, $31 share, and there was yeah, I don't know, but yeah, OBLN. Like some of these, I'm trying to remember. OBLN. I think I did the same thing for this one. Yep, bought it off of his lows. Reverse split with news, bought it off the lows. Try to get out at 216. Oh yeah, my software is glitching. I bought it at like 180 something. When on the pullback on this day here, pre-market, it pulled back to like 180, and I got it. Try to sell it around like 216 because I saw like a big seller coming in. Couldn't do it. Had to shut down my system. By the time I opened it back up, I think I sold it around like 205 or something like that. Let me see. Yep, 205. Well, I got in at 190, sold it at 205. 1,000 shares, made $156, so not bad. Alright, SPNV. Some of these already went over. This was breakout. Like I said, now I'm eliminating breakouts from my plays. I'm not going to play them unless if it's breakout with earnings. That is the only breakout that I am going to play. Other than that, not playing it. This was another breakout. This was a breakout. I was playing it while I wait on my money to deposit with $33. Had another horrible execution. Trying to scale out of my trade, would end up buying instead of selling. Oh yeah, I remember this. This was with news. OCGN. On this day, it made its low, and that's when I bought it. Next day, it just gapped up. Once it gapped up, sold into it. So I need to start focusing more back onto stocks that do make their lows than rebuying them. I mean, I had the idea in my head, but I didn't realize it was so many plays that I actually made decent on there. So I'm going to keep that in mind with stocks that make their lows and buying it from the lows. NAT. I'll try to short this. Like on this day, it gapped down. This day right here, gapped down, but then it pulled back up. I think it was being manipulated, but took a $63 loss. Yeah, this blowed me. I didn't realize with E-Trade, yeah, horrible execution, don't like that. Dip bought this, didn't follow my plan. Whatever that was. ONCS. I must have got out of it early. Breakout with not news. We already went over that one. SES, I rebought this on the day that it had this massive move. I bought it pre-market because I saw that it was gapping up. So I bought it there right before the market closed. Next morning, it was in the 9, so I sold. Quick profit, $660, not bad. IPWR. This was Sympathy, and I didn't even know it, and I sold it way too early. I think I bought this one off of this Lowe's too. Let's see. Yep, bought it off of Lowe's. See, another one. These things, they tend to work pretty well. So I'm gonna definitely try to do my best to stick to that, because sometimes when you're in the market, you be wanting to play, especially if you're trading on your days off. And you're like, look, I want to get in the trade, but sometimes no play is the best play. PSTV, resisted with news, chased it a little bit, got my average down, but didn't take profit. I do have a bad habit of doing that. Like, I would have profit, but sometimes I'll be thinking home run, home run, home run, and slowly watch my profit fade away. I think with this one, I had like a $200, maybe a $200 to $300 profit, but I wanted more. Then just like that, it turned, and I end up losing. Then I tried to do a revenge trade because of this, because I was so mad. Then I end up losing, so do not do revenge trades. IMRN, only got a partial fill on that one. I watched that move without me, and just later on just showed that I think I only got like 20 shares. Let's see. Yep, 20 shares for this. And I was going for, I want to say 600 shares, so I didn't get everything filled. I just sold the next day. I didn't want to use up a day trade. I didn't stick to my plan. I was supposed to hold. Yeah, this one really blowed me. Yeah, that really hurt because I bought it with the intention of holding it. I bought it off the Lowe's again, and on this day, bought it off the Lowe's, and on this day, no, I bought it off the Lowe's from here, so I bought it that day. Then the next day, it started ramping up. When it ramped up, next day, look what it hit. Over $11. And with that one, I want to say I did go big on it. I don't think I did. Only 341 shares, which would have been an amazing profit, that would have been at least a couple of $1,000, but sold too early. I just took the $60 profit. OBLN, I bought this off the Lowe's too, but I exit out of that one too soon. OBLN, because I had repurchased it on, it made this low here, and I think I bought it on this day. Then it came back down and dipped, and it just went up from there. So yeah, so I need to focus in more, and I'm glad I made this video to go back, because I kind of went away from doing that for the last portion of the month. I go another breakout and another breakout. So I started losing. I lost on SPNV breakout. I lost on EXLA, another breakout. BNGO. Now this one I actually called on StockTwits, because this thing was trading massive volume. BNGO. It was on this day. It was trading. When I mean massive volume, it traded on this day 34 million shares. So that's really big volume. Let me see, what did I... And before this move happened, I called it out on StockTwit, letting people know, hey, if it do this, then this is what you're going to be expecting. Let's see if I can find it. There it is right here. If BNGO passed pre-market high of $2.89, expect at least a 60% squeeze on the upside. Like, even though I knew that it was going to be a 60% squeeze, I chickened out, took profits way too early. This should have been, because I had my exit plan out too. As a matter of fact, I even said it here. I said, here comes the squeeze that I'm talking about. Shorts going to cover. Then I put, I'm selling around $4.60. Guess where I sold that? $3.80 something cents. And the crazy thing about it too, the high for the day on this was $4.70. The 60% squeeze, and the reason, in the way that typically with short squeeze happen, it's about a 60% squeeze on the upside. And the reason why I thought that this was gonna do the squeeze was because at the time it had already traded maybe like 12 million in volume. So I know short sellers, they were just out here just shorting everything. Here it is right here. Only if they could do a 1 minute 20 day. That way you could see what I was seeing. Please have it on here. Here it is, just in time. All right, here it is. So this is how it looked on the day. Pre-market, it gapped up huge. Then you had a sell-off. Then you had a grind up, and right here, hit the first top right here. Most short sellers, and this way you will understand the mindset of a short seller, they're using this point right here as level of resistance anytime that they're shorting on the first green day. So it dropped down, it popped back up again, and it couldn't do it. Once it did that, you seen a huge collapse. It retraced from the 270s all the way down to $1.90. So this is a huge retracement. So another thing, at this point in time, this stock was under a short sale restriction. So pretty much shorts cannot attack the bid. They would have to put their sell order, their short order, on the ask and waiting for someone to actually fill that one. So once I saw this part, then it tried to pop up again. Then you had this retracement. And once I started seeing this slowly grinding action here, this little grinding thing, I was like, okay, here it comes. Because if anything, if I was wrong, I would have covered, I would have sold right here. And I had a small position, so if I would have been wrong, we're looking at maybe $100 loss, maybe. So I saw this grinding up action, and boom. And what you see in these gaps, those are circuit breaks. As soon as it, oh crap, as soon as it did that, as soon as it broke past it, let me show you here. You had this circuit break here. So it did circuit break, circuit break, circuit break. And on this circuit break, once I saw this started dipping down a little bit, that's when I got out. I was like, you know what, let me just get out just in case. And next thing you know, did another circuit break and into the four circuit break. So it had like maybe within 30 minutes, maybe about 6 or 7 circuit breaks, and it just kept going up. And also another thing that I knew too, that they had warrants around the 470s. So it circuit break, hit the warrant, I'm assuming, then it started collapsing. But yeah, caught it out, didn't sell according to my plan. Well, that's okay, I'll take the profits any day. So that one was $425. Then NNVC. Okay, this is the other one. Bought off the lows. Then I end up selling. So in total with that, I made like $200 with that same ticker. All right. Then this one, I try to force the trade. Try to force a trade before going to work. Last day trade, and took the L. Played it safe. Yeah, I try to short that. Bounce short. I love bounce shorts. FTFT. And the reason why I played this was because of this big volume here, 49 million. And I knew once this thing, I think it was like pre-market, it was trading around here. So once I saw that, I started taking in short. And by the time market opened, held it overnight, and covered the next morning for a bounce short. My wife's gonna be mad at me because this video is supposed to only be 10 minutes. SINT. This one I actually held again, and yeah, this one took a crapper on me. So I'm gonna try to. I'll make a video about this later once we get into the month of November. But yeah, TRNX, bad trade, didn't even read the PR, way too long to cut and loss. AVGR, saw this, yeah, but later it passed the 120. I think like 2 days later. OBLN, SAR news, bad exit on my end. Got to do better. I definitely got to do better on my exits, man. I do poorly. Oh yeah, I was in and out of this one. I already did a review. CETX. That's another bounce short. And it's the same thing. This big long candle, 38 million. Boom. In and out. NNDM. News, didn't get my whole order filled. Took safe profits. Yeah. Bought at the top, and once I saw that, oh yeah, and then it did a low, and I repurchased it. TROV, first red day, took it overnight. This was the dumbest move. Yep. PDSB, Russell with news had profit, but got greedy and didn't take any. So it started dropping and got stubborn and still had a chance to get profit, but held and took a big loss. Yeah, it's crazy. I need to work on that. Taking profits. Second time short in this stock, overextended gap down, not an idea play. I noticed that I'm not doing well on overextended gap downs, at least what I think is overextended gap downs. So I'm gonna go smaller position next time I do it, because I do take a couple of L's. Yeah, this reverse split with news, move the next day. But yeah, guys, cutting this video. Overall profit $2,903.90. Overall, very, very profitable month. My best month yet. Hopefully I could duplicate this in the month of November, and also see if I could 2x it, get better at executing my trades, as well as not only executing my trade, but executing my exits, and just focusing on key patterns. So now that I did this review, I'm able to see what I need to eliminate of my trades to get better. So it's all about getting better. Yeah. So this is Vlad signing off. Any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I love to chat it up with you guys. So this is Vlad signing off. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and let's try to get it on Monday. Peace.